Okay, I guess I'll show you what I'm doing out here. Somebody will come along and tell me I'm doing it wrong because I'm not a bona fide certified government inspected not transportologist, electricologist. So yeah, I couldn't find any staples, so I got these little. Our hardware store here in town had these little things, so that'll work. Yeah, and I'm going up here, down there to that box. I'm going to tie into that outlet there. It's plenty of amps. That's a 20 amp circuit. And as long as I don't run a whole bunch of crap off it, if I run one saw at a time, which, I can't be in two places at once. So anyway, let me get to hanging this up. I'll be done here in a few minutes. All right, this is the last knife that I'm going to make for my giveaway. This is going to be a neck knife. I just finished grinding the bevels on it, and now I'm going to sand it. Probably sand it up to about 600 because neck knives slide in and out of the Kydex and they will get scratched up. So 600 is about as high as I would want to sand them, so they don't show the scratches much. And when they do, you just take some 600 and sand them out. So would you like to watch? Hey, you want to watch? Let's see here. I have some royalty-free music going on in the background. I hope that's not too annoying. There we go. Yeah, it seems like just a month ago I was complaining about how cold it was. Now you would not believe the humidity. Oh boy. I gotta do something here. Where's that? There we go. Keeps it from flopping around just a little bit. Still better than anything I could have made with my stuff, this knife vise. I don't sell them anymore, but I'll tell you where you can get them if you want one. And I think they're 140 bucks still. It is a Chuck Ward knife vise. He's a very nice guy. I spoke to him on the phone once. He's extremely hard of hearing. So his wife sort of translates. And by that I mean she yells for him. So you say what you want to say to her and she increases the decibels and yells it to him. I said, so what do you think of this weather? And she yells to him, he wants to tickle your butt with a feather. I'm kidding. This is, what is this? This is 180 that I'm starting with. When I took this off the belt grinder, I finished with 180. But I started with 60 grit, and I still have some minor 60 grit scratches in here. This is what happens if you're not watching what you're doing. You poke a hole right in the middle of your sandpaper. My next knife, I do have one that somebody wants me to make them. Everett wants me to make a BC Special, and I have one cut out. But I'm also going to be working on, let me show you. This is the wood that I harvested and then sent out to have it stabilized. It's spalted hackberry. Isn't that some beautiful figure? I cannot wait. And I'm gonna make a, you know what? I hope that's hard. There's a, you know what? That's not hard. So what I'll do is I'll avoid that. Yeah, I can avoid that. That's good. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. I'll just have to, I'll cut like this around it. I do not want to waste that. That's my last really pretty piece of spalted hackberry. I have a good bit of spalted hackberry left, but not quite that pretty. My wife and I, we were going to ride today, but the sun just now came out and it's not going to stay out. Plus it's very windy. And I think tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll have rain. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's going to be bright and sunny and very hot, like nearly 90 or, 90 or above. Well, that was easy. Yeah, that is a little annoying. Even my dog left. Oh yeah, that's gonna look good. Well, I gotta stop a minute. My hands are killing me. Let me sand a little here and then I'm gonna stop. Okay, tell you what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to get my die grinder. I'm gonna smooth the top of this off. I haven't decided what wood I'm going to put on this yet. Where'd you go? Remember OEM Cycles, the company that tried screwing me out of my... They sent me the wrong part knowingly, I believe. I believe that's their scam. They send out the wrong parts, they get it back, and then they won't refund people their money. So, they make a lot of money. Well, anyway, guess what? Amazon kicked them off, and they don't let them sell on Amazon anymore. OEM Cycles, no longer allowed to sell on Amazon. And all that started, it took me about 2 weeks of being very patient, very calm, very clear with people who speak English with a hard accent. But I finally got through to them. I got my refund. They elevated my problem to the third-party seller investigation unit. And then about a week later, I looked for OEM Cycles on Amazon, and they were gone. But I promise you, within a week, they had the name on their website changed, and they had to come back as another entity, because that's how they work. But I'm glad I was able to do that for them. And that survival food company, 4 Patriots, man, let me tell you, that is a scam outfit. I have read more and more about them, and they've been doing this for a long, long time, since like 2007, 2008, and that some of the complaints go back that far of them. What they're doing is, on their website, they're making people buy stuff that they didn't intend to buy. Like a $2,000 generator, solar generator, and people, when they try to clear it and exit and cancel, it makes it into 2 generators. I mean, they're doing it on purpose, and they're hitting people's credit cards, and they're not giving people their money back, and they're not canceling orders, even though it's minutes between the time they hit the order and the time they cancel the order. They'll say it's already been shipped. Yeah, within minutes, you know. It's the Aspen Dental of survival food. And I've also heard, or read actually, from many sources that 4 Patriots is repackaged Patriot Supply survival food. They don't even make their own survival food, and it's all made in China. Everything comes from China. All the survival food, all the freeze-dried stuff comes from China, where, you know, they don't have the controls over that stuff. What's in it, what they use to fertilize it. Let me get a 220. I'll be right back. So this is 220 and that's 320. I'm only going to need one because it's not a big jump from 180 to 220. So I'll tell you, man, there is just a plethora of scams, and I have promised myself that I am going to do, before I order from a company, I am really going to do my research on them before I place an order. Because I have been ripped off more than once by these companies that won't refund your money, or overcharge you, or invite you to take advantage of like a 2-for-1 sale, which that's another thing that 4 Patriots Survival Food Company does. If you order something, they'll send you an email inviting you to take advantage of a 2-for-1 sale, and it won't be 2-for-1. They'll send you 2, but they'll charge you twice. And I heard that over and over and over. You should go read the Better Business Bureau complaints. It is despicable. And it is just how OEM Cycles was operating. Completely dishonest, completely. Lucy's laying in the doorway over there. It's a lazy kind of day. I'm at 320 and my nose is itching like crazy. The privet is blooming here and it's making my eyes water, my nose itch. Well, my son down in Houston has, he's an artistic kind of young man. He's a plumber by trade, and he's working towards being a master plumber. And he makes knives. He doesn't have the equipment that I have, and when I do upgrade my belt grinder, I'm going to give my old one to him. And I have a buffer that I traded a knife for. I'll give that to him because I don't use it for much anymore. Yeah, I'm real happy with the belt grinder now. It's working much, much better. Okay, I'm going up to 400. That's 220, 320. Be right back. be heat treating this in just a few minutes. Would you like to come out there and see me heat treat? Since you've sat here this long and watched me sand and talk about nothing. Okay, let's find some wood that we're gonna put on that. My hands are so sweaty I can't get these gloves off. Huh. Oh yeah. All right. Oops, sorry. Minutes, huh? I don't want to use that. There's a big chunk of wood there. Okay, I guess I'd already had this is some burl, some really pretty wood, and I'm going to use it. Let me turn this light on behind you. There we go. Can you there you go. That is some pretty wood. So that's what it's going to look like. All right, go crank up my forge, get it warmed up, and get this knife heat treated and in the tempering oven. We'll be right back. Okay, I have not heat treated it yet. I went ahead and cut the handles out, got the pinholes drilled, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like in its rough shape. Now I'm going to heat treat it, and while it's in the tempering oven, I'm going to sand. I'll show you. Now I sand the nose of this. I put it in a vise and sand them up to about 400, and I put this on the buffer. I don't do it right now. And I had this thing crack on me, so I put some super glue in it. We'll see. If it doesn't hold, all I need it to hold is long enough for me to get it epoxied on the knife. Once I get it epoxied on the knife, it ain't going nowhere. Because the epoxy, my God, it's strong as steel. I just wanted to fill that crack. Okay, now I'm going to heat treat the knife. All right, I'm going to warm the oven up. All right. Now, let's get you off of this. Now we go stick it in the tempering oven. These stairs are perfect. I can lift my legs up that high, and when I step up here, I don't get my foot hung up. Back in an hour. All right, I got this out of my toaster oven, and I've got the nose sanded and buffed. I've got a couple others cut out and drilled. This is for Everett, and this is not spoken for. I don't know what I'm gonna do for a handle yet. I kind of like this here. Don't know if it's big enough. Let's see. Yes, it is. So that's what I'll use. As a matter of fact, I'll move it back some because you can see my mark here. That's how I do my handles. So there is enough wood there to make a handle out of that. That's going to be some beauty in this wood right there. I have no idea what it is. I should do something when I buy this. I should, put a piece of tape on it, but I don't know what it is. If anybody knows, let me know. Okay, so yes, that's where that's going. And there's the Caddo. Everett, you're here. I just sent Everett an email asking him what kind of wood he wanted. All right, there's the giveaway knife. The neck knife, and I may get these handles glued on today. It depends how long it takes me to clean this back up. All right, I got the epoxy on the little neck knife, and tomorrow I will sand it down. I'll shape the handle. I'll make a sheath, and that will be 3 knives I'll be giving away when I hit 60,000. A neck knife and 2 of them file knives. And if I have any more time, I'm going to work on Everett's and that Caddo. See you tomorrow.